my name is Jennifer Ashby, and I'm a certified holistic health counselor and life coach. And then we have Sadie Kane, and this is Sadie's location, the Conscious Cook. And Sadie is a certified nutritionist. And then we have Amy Gallo, and Amy's also a certified holistic health counselor and sports nutritionist, and runs Vibrance Nutrition in downtown. Ayurveda is from India, and Ayurvedic medicine, just like traditional Chinese medicine is from China, Ayurvedic medicine is from India. And it's the oldest form of medicine. It's 5,000 years old. And it's not a medicine like we think of here in the West. It's a mind-body medicine. So it's designed to create balance within. Okay? And it stands for the science of life. Ayurveda, the science of life. And it's known again as the mother of all healing systems because it is the oldest form. Every other forms of medicine and different healing modalities can link back to Ayurveda. You guys all agree that what you eat can harm you? Like fast food, sodas, right? So if that's true, then what you eat can heal you. So if what you eat can harm you and what you eat can heal you, it's important to know what foods to eat that are going to nourish you and heal you, because we're all different. And this is where Ayurveda comes in, because everyone's not the same. We're all different.
The rice cooker here, and so I put 3 cups of the basmati rice and then 2 cups of lentils, and just basically set it, and it's doing it. So we're going to shred up the zucchinis, and we'll show you the different cuts that this can do. So this is a number 5. It's saving you tons of time. It's amazing. This would take forever.
So I just want to add one thing real quick. Does anyone here garden? Just a little bit. Zucchini in the garden, right? And it's in season right now. And usually in places where people do a lot of zucchini, like zucchini gets really big and people like put it out on the side of the road, try and give it away to their neighbors and nobody wants it. And then we have 5 or 6 loaves of zucchini bread. Zucchini is in season right now. And it's a really wonderful vegetable for this time of year. It's light, it's cooling, and it has a lot of moisture in it. And so it's a perfect way to balance the heat of summer. And so nature provides us with the tools that we need to balance our dosha as well. It's wonderful.
Juice. How much lemon juice do I need?
6 tablespoons.
Is that triple? I was like, wow, we have to do 9. Can you smell that yet? Very good. Sounds good. Lemon juice, maple syrup, you have that?
That doesn't all blend together.
Yep.
Okay.
Good for 2 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, maple syrup. And coconut milk.
Oh, wow.
Is that good?
Yeah, it's really good.
That's really good. Yeah, the coconut milk is really thicken it up. And just pour it right on top of your vegetables and rice.
And you don't have to worry about each ingredient being good for your dosha, because it's pretty much, I would say almost impossible to cook each ingredient that's balancing for your dosha, but you look at the whole meal. And something also important in Ayurveda is that you want to contain all 6 tastes: sweet, sour, bitter, astringent, pungent, and salty.
In there. And then what we're going to do is just shred up some carrots. And this is the number 1 cone again. It gives you a perfect shred for carrots. And also this salad has a lot of good color in it too. So you want to get a variety of colors as well to your different meals. 2 cone. Little shred. Do you want to talk about beets at all?
Actually, I wanted to, beets are very good for building blood. They're a root vegetable. They come in the season in the winter. And you'll notice, if you think about summer vegetables versus winter vegetables, the winter vegetables tend to be heavier and more dense, right? They have more starch in them. And as the temperature gets cooler, what do we crave? Starch, right? Because it helps provide us with energy to keep us warm. I do want to speak specifically with the sauce. the coconut milk that's in there. Coconut milk has been maligned and demonized in our society, in our culture. There was probably about 15 years ago, the center, the CSPI, it's a sort of a dog watch nutrition nonprofit and consumer advocacy group. And they came out and said coconut oil is horrible. It's high in saturated fat, it increases heart disease, it's terrible. And they had done a study on popcorn, and popcorn uses hydrogenated coconut oil. And we know now that hydrogenating any fat creates a trans fat, which is toxic to the human body. But truly, coconut oil is a very health-supporting food. Yes, it is high in saturated fats, but the fat molecule itself is actually shorter than most other fat molecules. It's called a medium-chain triglyceride. And what that means is that when it gets into your body, because it's a little bit shorter, your body is able to basically cut it up and use it as energy easier than a longer chain triglyceride. So of all of the fats, coconut oil is the most likely to be used for energy and the least likely to be stored as body fat. Yeah. It also has antiviral and antibacterial properties in it. It's excellent as an external moisturizer as well as an internal moisturizer. So it really helps, and because it comes from tropical places, it also is very cooling to the system.
Beets and daikon, carrots all right into the salad. And then we're going to, I already did, I don't know if you guys were watching or she was thinking, but I did the lemon juice already right into that. And then we made the dressing. And so what we have here is white wine vinegar, olive oil, and the Dijon mustard, right? And then we have some of all the different spices that are in there, the dill, thyme, basil, some black pepper, and look at that salad. Isn't that amazing? Super colorful and delicious. Really fast and
My favorite right now is pineapple juice and coconut milk. And with the vanilla, Ayurveda.
It's like a pina colada.
Exactly. And the other day I added some basil to it as well, like a basil pina colada. It was outrageous. It was wonderful.
Perfect. So let's find out your dosha. So I mentioned your dosha is your mind, body, constitution. Okay, and we're going to look at the mental, the physical, the emotional, all the different aspects of you so that you know what your dosha is. You're going to be one of three doshas, Vata, Pitta, or Kapha. And you may have like more of two of them and maybe like none of the other. Like I have a lot of Pitta and Vata and very little Kapha. Right, so you may notice that you're stronger in two areas and weaker in one, or you may have an even amount of all three. Less than 10 or 20% of the population are tri-doshas, which means you're completely balanced in all the three doshas. When you're not? Yeah, oh yeah, because you're balanced. Vatas are not anxious people, unless they're out of balance. When Vatas are unbalanced, they're very creative and expressive and just amazing people. But when they're out of balance, they have anxiety. What was that?
No, but.
So you're Pitta. You're Pitta.
Yeah.
Okay, who is a Vata? Okay, where are Pittas? Okay, and then the Kaphas. And then Tridoshic.
Is that what she is?
Yeah.
We are finding,
That's
we
weird.
always
We always
find
have
one.
one. Yeah, I was just telling you, we always have one person that's Tridoshic. Vatas think wind. Okay, think of like wind. So a wind, a breeze on a nice spring day feels so good. It's very pleasant. But a hurricane, not so good, right? So all the doshas are related to an element. So Pitta, think fire. It can be very warming, right? On a cool night. But also a forest fire, a little too much, right? And then Kaphas, think water and earth, right? The beach and then the earth and the ground. They're very like, natural in nature. But then think of mud, stuck, right? Because water and dirt, earth can make mud. So those are the elements that are related to the different doshas, and they totally relate to how you are as a person. So Vatas, the wind, right, can be very creative and love and can be really great with change and just flowing. But also when they're out of balance, wind, spacey, all over the place. Anxiety, right? Pittas, the fire, are drivers, they are achievers, they get things done, they're type A personalities, right? They're your leaders. But when they're out of balance, right, people say, Pittas don't go to hell, they just make hell wherever they are. An imbalanced pitta, I should say. Right? So that's the pitta, the fiery, right? The more attack. And then you have the kappas. And kappas are very grounded, right? They're very good to be around. Balanced kappas are great for vatas or pittas to be around because they're very grounding. My husband is a kappa and it's great for me. The kappas, when they're in balance, like I said, they're very nurturing, people love very grounded, people love to be around them. And then when they're out of balance, they're just stuck, like a nurse sits in. They're just stuck, like the couch potatoes. Right? Maybe, I thought you said that. So when they're stressed, vatas will say, what did I do wrong?
Oh.
And the pittas will say, what did you do wrong? And the kappas are going to be like, nothing happened, walk away, pretend, just ignore it. Or when they're stressed, pitta is more to go towards anger or manipulation. Vata is going to go more towards anxiety, and kappas go more towards depression.
You're going to take
The rice. And the rice has lentils.
rice and lentils. And then you're going to take a scoop of vegetables. And some. And some sauce. And you can just start with a little and you can add. And then you're just going to put your little cilantro. Is everyone okay with cilantro? It's good for eliminating, helping chelate the metals from the body.
That looks so good.
Does it look good?
I'm excited.
So if you guys want to come on up.
Yeah.
Well,
Just one day, but I need some root vegetables. I need some oils. And you will really feel a difference quite quickly.